watch our entire vlog on Chichén Itzá to learn some fun facts, and we'll show you around Chichén Itzá. Oh, Chichén Itzá. 83.
How's your morning going on your birthday?
Shitty.
Why?
It's been a long drive. The windshield was crappy. There was construction. I gotta go potty. The list goes on and on. Ah, Chichén Itzá better be worth it.
At least it's only a 3-hour drive.
Chichén Itzá. Behind me is the temple of Kukulkan, also known as El Castillo, which is the castle basically. Highest structure at Chichén Itzá. It's 98 feet tall. It's got roughly 91 steps. And actually, fun little fact, they believe that there's actually a cenote underneath it.
Hey lizard, what doing?
So around the spring and autumn equinoxes, the triangular steps cast a shadow along the steps, and it looks like a serpent that's feeling its way up the stairs. And it is supposed to be a representation of the feathered serpent deity Kukulkan, which is this that you can see down here at the base of the steps.
Birthday girl changing for her photo shoot. It's not really a great backdrop if you ask me. I think my mustache makes it look good. What do you guys think?
So it's crazy when you're looking at all these structures because it all just looks like worn out rock and stone. But back during when it was inhabited by Mayans, they painted all the buildings bright red, bright blue, and bright purples and greens. And so like every building was a bright color. So I like envisioning that. Behind me is the Temple of Warriors, and along with it is the 1,000 columns. So the 1,000 columns that we'll see down there running all the way on the north side, the west side, and I believe the east side, actually used to be columns that held up roofs that were made out of palm trees and leaves and stuff. And the Temple of Warriors was meant to represent all the warriors and worship them, but it was also a main political center point where all of the governments would come from Koba and from Yuxkanen all to Chichén Itzá and all talk about different government and political topics. At the top of the Temple of Warriors, there was a chalk mule. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. And it basically was like a human laying like back with its head turned side, and they used to use it and put food and plants and sometimes even beating hearts in the center of it and offer it to the gods. And so they would take like their sacrifice victims and put their beating heart out of their body on these chalk mules up at the top of there. They found one of like the most notorious chalk mules here. Fun fact about Chichén Itzá is it actually used to be very hilly, and it was like broken terrain. It wasn't flat and even like it is now. So the Mayans had to actually artificially come in and level all of it flat so that they could build El Castillo and the Temple of the Warriors and the 1,000 Columns.
Another fun fact is that they believe that the first cheesecake factory was built here. I don't know if I believe that, but that's what they say.
Around 900 to 1050 AD, Chichén Itzá had gained massive amounts of power and control all in the Yucatan Peninsula. They overpowered Coba and Ixcana. During their peak time, they actually had around 50,000 inhabitants living in Chichén Itzá.
Maybe not the Cheesecake Factory, but it looks like they created tic-tac-toe. Huh.
Yeah.
Told you.
So all the buildings in Chichén Itzá were connected by sakbis, and go check out our vlog on Coba to see exactly what a sakbi is.
I'm so hungry.
Mayans originated around 3,000 years ago. They were in Guatemala, Honduras, Belize, and Mexico. They were mathematicians. They even included the concept of zero, which even the old Greeks did not do that. With their combined mathematics and with their celestial observations, they were able to create the Mayan calendar, which to this day is still insanely accurate for what they were working with back then. Dude, we're here at we got here at 8 a.m. I have been sweating this entire time. It is so hot here. And there's even a breeze and everything is just sticky.
It's ironic that she's so sweaty considering we're on the equator in Mexico. Maddie gave me a job. We just went viral. As you can see here to my left, you can see engravings of eagles and jaguars eating what it looks like a big pile of nudie, but in fact that pile of nudie are hearts. They believe that the jaguars and the eagles, if they ate the human hearts, it would bless the gods. I'm kind of speculating on that, but it's partly true. You're welcome.
In all seriousness, this is actually the temple of the jaguars and the eagles. The Mayans worshipped it because they believed that the eagle was like the family protector, and if you worship the eagle, it would bring good luck to your family and good prosperity to your family, and it would keep your family safe and protected. Through the power of the jaguar, you could conquer your fears and gain courage and be the almost powerful. Here you can see the eagle. And in its talons, that oval-shaped object is supposed to represent a heart. And here you can see a serpent.
Wow. The greatest arena in all of Mesoamerica.
It is 26 feet tall, and it is 312 feet long.
So how many people play? Do you know?
I don't know how the games were played and how many people were played in them.
My question is, they didn't have rubber back then. How did they make a ball that they were bouncing off their hip?
I don't know, but they did, and they got it all the way up to the top in that hole. Bounce a ball off of their hips and get them through the ring at the top. If you look closely up at the ring structure, you can see a bunch of serpents that are all around the ring.
Oh, they are. That's cool. Nothing irks my toenails more than crap like this. Pick up your trash. Preserve history. Don't be a jerk. Huh, Maddie?
Yes.
If everybody would just pick up their shit, there wouldn't be shit everywhere. Idiots.
Here we see a chalk mule. You can see the head is at a 90-degree angle looking straight at you. The belly there, which is where the offerings would be placed. And then the feet. What they don't tell you about Chichén Itzá is all the vendors.
Yeah, and there.
We are here very early and they're just getting set up. I couldn't imagine what it's like when all the tour buses get here and they're all totally set up.
And they pack all of this stuff over here just to get set up for the tour buses to buy.
Here we have the cenote sagrado, and also known as the sacrifice well. So some parts of it are 89 feet down, complete drop-offs down, and they used to use this as a sacrifice. Basically, they would throw jewels and golds off of it, sacrificing it to the gods. They would even use human sacrifices. Archaeologists and divers have found human remains, and they can tell that from the markings on the bone structures and the remains that it was for sacrifices. Definitely don't want to swim in this cenote. Not sure if any of you remember, but the movie El Dorado, at one point the gods up at the top had a ledge walkout and threw them into like a whirlpool of water thing. So that was depicting this cenote.
And
you can see the ledge over there. They would walk them out and throw them off. One of the rulers believed that if you survived being thrown into the sacrifice well and you survived, you were part of the prophecy and you could see into the future and bring good fortune and wealth and stuff. And sacrifice after sacrifice really kept throwing people off and no one survived. So finally he actually threw himself off and had someone bring him back up, because most of the time it wasn't the fall that killed you, it was just there's no way to get back out. It's sheer cliffs. So he had people bring him back up, and he then believed that he had almighty powers and could see into the future. Pat's over there dying because it is so hot. So behind me here is I've got the tomb of the priest, and it is believed that this is where they would bury all of their high-end priests. Inside of this temple, so El Caracol was used as an observatory to observe and look up at the heavens. They also believed that it was used to observe Venus. The Mayans were heavily influenced by Venus, and most of their structures that they had here at Chichén Itzá correlated with different times of the year of Venus. Venus was the second brightest star that they could see from the Yucatan Peninsula, firstly being the sun, which we all know the Mayans worshipped the sun and based their calendar and everything around the sun. So they believed that Venus was the sun's twin sister, and so they held it in very high regards.
And you know what rhymes with Venus? Genius. Get your head out of the gutter, subscribers. Seriously. Oh my god.
Well, we just got done with Chichén Itzá. It blew our expectations. It was truly just so like magical and amazing.
It's huge.